Although they don't see each other as often anymore, they can pick up where they left off whenever they see each other. Please welcome Victoria Torres.
All right, so not gonna lie, this speech was kind of difficult to put together. I kind of chalked that up to three different reasons. The first one is actually admitting that everybody in this room is getting older. So, sorry, I know, great start, right? Speaking at your debut would have meant that you're turning 18 and then I would be turning 21. And then all of a sudden this crazy thing called COVID happened and now you're 20 and turning 23 and everybody else is turning X plus 2. So now instead of snack time and math homework, it's all about jobs and university and taxes. Welcome to adulthood if you haven't been welcomed already. The second reason this was kind of difficult is because in true OT-ish fashion, I wrote this last night. So, I'm probably missing a lot of information, but hopefully it gets my point across. And third and most importantly, I was trying to figure out how to make a speech that was personalized for you, but wasn't filled with inside jokes that nobody in this room would understand. So here is my attempt at trying to keep a balance. Forgive me if I miss things. With all of that in mind, everyone, here is my attempt at summarizing Sabrina de las Alas and my relationship with her throughout the years. We met in the spring of 2010, over 11 years ago. And a technicality would state that we met in 2008 at MT, but that was for so brief that I don't remember it because I have a pea-sized brain. So alas, 2010 MFFC. Sabrina, when I joined, was in my eyes the small, bubbly alto, who was always down to welcome people into the group and love performing. And that must have been contagious because throughout the years, her and I would find continuous ways to perform together. Most of it was the performances with MFFC itself. That's the Taste of Asia's, it's the annual Canada Days at Milne Park, featuring Ultimate Frisbee at some times, and of course the Nickling, all of that good stuff. And of course, the Taste of Broadway. We love a good Taste of Broadway. And we also tried our own things. We tried doing some hip-hop choreography the night before a performance, which was only supposed to happen once. It ended up happening 3 times. We also tried to become YouTube famous by vlogging. That ended up very well. And many more that I'm sure I'm going to miss tonight. But another fun aspect of meeting in 2010 was that we were only 7 and 10 years old. Which means that over the 7 years that we really spent closely and seeing each other at least once a week, we went through puberty together. And so with puberty came the crushes. Listen, y'all, some of you are laughing already, but let me tell you, Sabrina's crushes were real, okay? I'll just rattle a few off right now, shall I? No. Okay, I'll go really quick, I promise. There was 13, matched by my 12, but outweighed by everybody else in the choir. Ken San Jose, Niga Higa, Dietrix, all of YTF on YouTube, Smosh, particularly Anthony Padilla, Quest Crew, and more. And side note, speaking of Quest Crew, the purple dress was on purpose, honey. Puberty also meant hormones. So the crushes were a funny aspect to it, but that also meant that all of our emotions were amplified as we were slowly learning about just how big the world was. And the one thing that I knew I could count on and she could count on me for was being there whenever one of us had to rant about anything and kind of just ask questions and see how we can navigate this crazy world as young teens. And I think that's something that everybody in this room can kind of count on Sabrina for, is being able to just chat with her, whether it's in person or over text or on Facebook or anything like that. And she's always there for you. And likewise, Sabrina, know that everybody in this room is here for you too. So those 7 years were really formative for myself and maybe for you, I'm not sure. But even when I left MFFC, Sabrina was always down to hang out whenever we could. Travel time and distance, if Markham to Mississauga can be considered distance, wouldn't get in the way of a friendship forged over 7 years. Whenever one of us called, the other would pick up, and that's just who Sabrina is. When you're friends with Sabrina, you're friends for life. You can't escape her, some might say. You'll have someone you can count on and talk to and share all your memories with. So, Sabrina, happy birthday. I'm glad I've gotten to witness you grow from a small, yay high 7 to 8-year-old to a small 20-year-old. And seeing you progress through elementary school, high school, and now university and adulthood has been incredible. You should be so proud of everything you've done, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future. May your kind heart and gentle smile lead the way as you care for those around you and make everybody's lives better. And if you ever need a hand or an ear or a shoulder, you always know where to find me. Happiest of beauties, birthdays, my beautiful soul. Love, your LLP. Happy birthday.
One more round of applause for Victoria.